And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Graveyard Keeper. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and let's get some rest in for us because we kind of need it. We need to look at building that bridge and building the carpenter's bench. The workbench, specifically. Or we're not going to really be able to do much with regards to advancing in the game. Alright, so let's head outside. Uh-oh, now what? The Inquisitor! I've just seen the Inquisitor right nearby going up the path to Witch Hill. How sad he'll kill me, or even worse. Calm down, I'll go distract him. Maybe I'll find something on this hill that will help me get home. Okay, so we'll grab this really quick. And we'll you know what, let's go see the Inquisitor first and see what's up with that guy. So what we'll do is we'll head down and around. Here we go. Everything is ready, Monsignor. Good. Were there any problems? No, Monsignor, except there was a strange fellow snooping around. Oh, there he is! Halt! Calm down, guys. I live at the graveyard. The cultist guy's way. He's a cultist for certain, Monsignor. I'm the graveyard keeper. I work as the keeper of the local graveyard. You can ask any of the villagers about me. Then you're definitely a new one. I feel that you're telling the truth. Would you join me at the witch-burning ceremony? Sure, it would be my honor. So how did you find yourself in such an interesting position? Actually, I'm from another world. I'm not entirely sure how I got here. I need to get back to back home to my love. I don't think it's an appropriate time for jokes, and I don't appreciate your general demeanor. Here I am, the Great Inquisitor. I protect the one true faith and humankind itself. We're having a tough time in the town. The ship of the dead is already overloaded, and there's a new one stuck in the shipyard. Your graveyard is opening again at a suspiciously auspicious time. The dark court is rising. I can feel it. Righteous anger rises within me. My soul. We've burned thousands of witches and heretics for 30 years, and it's only the beginning. Burn the witch! Burn the witch! Light the fire. Yes, Monseigneur. Long live the Great Inquisitor! So, you work with a lot of dead bodies, huh? Yes, I think it's part of my job. And you live right beside the hill near the graveyard, that's right? Yes. Interesting. You know, I need someone to be my friend here at the village. A friend of mine is a friend of the Holy Inquisition. I don't trust the villagers. They don't go to church, and they even refuse to lay in their graves after death. But you're new here. You might notice something unusual. We'll be his friend. Sure, it'll be a pleasure to be your friend. A wise choice. Friendship is based on trust and goodwill. To earn my trust and to be a friend of the Inquisition, you'll have to show your goodwill. So I have a couple of minor tasks for you. What kind of tasks? Everything in due time. Today is a day of wrath, not a day of sweating the minor details. We can talk next Dude Day, or any other Dude Day. I like to come here. There is no other place where I can feel my holy wrath so deeply. Well, this guy apparently gets off on torching people, amongst other issues that he clearly has. Because the dude is clearly out of his mind, but, you know, he is the Inquisitor. And he's probably the last dude we want to get on, you know, our proverbial shit list. So, let's skedaddle. And who knows, maybe we can get some help from him? I think I have a feeling the way that this game's laid out, we're going to be exploiting his help rather than, you know, legit helping him. Alright, let's head back to town, because the next day we need to go and find the astrologer, who's all the way at the lighthouse to the far east. So anything we want to get done today, we need to get done. What is this? Garden. Okay, we can't do any of that anyway. Alright, so we've got some metal to work with. Let's see. We definitely need simple parts. We'll also need some nails. And carpenter's workbench, we need some fletch. So let's go here. Or flitch, rather. There's a workbench. Probably the best place for it. Now we can build wood repair kits and we can figure out how many of those we need, but we can also put in wooden crosses and wooden engraved fences. Here's what I want to do though, is we'll need some more fletch, or flitch, rather. Saw another flitch. And see what we need to repair that bridge. As I almost clearly forgot this body. So we'll go ahead and bury the body, but we'll figure out what we need to finish the bridge off. Now what do we need for wood repair kits? We need 1 kit, 2 kit, 3 kit, 4 kit. Probably 4 kits. Some of this stuff we're gonna replace entirely, so not too worried about that. Oh, we should be collecting those. Walk by them all the time, I think. Anyway, let's drop that there. There we go. And like I said, let's go check out that bridge here. What does it exactly need? Okay, so it just needs more flitch, and then we can rebuild it. It's going to take a lot of energy to do it, too. So that's something we can do upon the morrow. So we have a game plan for that, which will give us access to more iron, though we're pretty good on iron as we need it right now, so... But we do need to build that bridge, because we don't want to run out of iron and parts and all of that and not have the means to build the damn bridge. So we will go and check out the astrologer, who, as I said, is on the far side of town. I'm trying to make some more flitch. Okay. Carrying a lot of shit, aren't I? Stump that. Really dump that. Dump that. We need that for the bridge, and that for the bridge. Alright, let's move. We can also drop off the, thingies. The death certificate, so we should do that too. Alright, so let's head all the way back to the astrologers, which is where the lighthouse is. You know, while we're walking that way, let's grab some of these red flowers.
I think these respawn, so there's probably well, and since we know there's something that can use it, we should try to collect them as we can here. And in even amounts. And another body's coming through here, so yay. We'll have enough energy to do that and build the bridge. So head all the way this way. Again, making sure we get to the lighthouse, because if I think it gets dark, he doesn't show up. So we really need to get over there. You see, it's quite a walk. Hi, are you the astrologer?
I used to be, and now I'm more of a lost soul in this dead-end world.
I'm the new graveyard keeper, and it seems I need your help.
Everyone needs something except me. Knowledge brings only sadness, young man. You seem pretty happy. Your trivial needs are meaningless to me.
So there's no way you can help me?
Let me see, you're looking after the graveyard.
Yes.
Shh, quiet. Bring me a skull. It's pretty illegal, but who cares about the stupid Inquisitor's laws?
The talking one, Gary. He's kind of my friend. I don't think it would be appropriate.
No, I just need a simple skull from any old dead body.
Okay, well that tells us something we need to invest in.
Holy mackerel, boy! You look like someone who desires to be part of the magic world of fishing.
I don't know much about fishing.
Luckily you, I know a whole lot about fishing. It's so relaxing and it can be profitable. Plus fish are really tasty.
Sounds great, I'm in.
Smart choice, my boy. I'll provide you with everything you need and teach you how to cook and fish.
All I need's a rod. Do you have one you can give me?
That I do, my boy. I have an old one, but I'm not just handing it over as a gift. I'll ask you to bring me some moths. They're good as bait, but you can only catch them at night. And I can hardly make out anything when it's dark.
Okay, so we need to collect 6 moths. Okay. So we get that part of a quest. We got a body we gotta attend to. So we'll look at that as well as the skull when we get back to the graveyard and deal with what needs to be dealt with there. This guy must be crazy.
You think me crazy?
No, I don't think that.
I'm just trying to stay positive and to do what truly matters.
What?
Do you think you can understand? No, dig, he won't because he can't see. Okay, then I'll tell him a sweet little lie. The only thing that matters are peace and herbs and nice sweet things. Sweet like honey. Bring me some honey and I'll teach you how to make a cake. Cake is the best.
Alright, so we also now gotta collect honey for this guy. So you can see we're getting some quests underway. Fresh eggs. And thus we learn how to create omelets and stuff like that. We can trade for chicken eggs and feathers. Something to keep in mind. We're going to turn in the 2 burial certificates we have for some cash. Not that we've spent money on anything yet, but we will probably soon, so it wouldn't hurt to have that available to us. Okay. Yeah. Running. So we can deal with the corpse. You know what, we need some green XP too, so let's deal with these vines here. Again, vines are a really good way to get the green XP. Or the green gems, so keep that in mind. There's also a bunch in the graveyard I mentioned earlier, so if you're struggling to find green XP early on, I'll show you where in the graveyard, because we're about to go in there anyway. Let's extract this flesh. Let's take the body. Now, he mentioned something about skulls here, which technically we could do. We do need to unlock both of these, and we do have the means to do that. Well, hold on a second here. Let's bring that body back. Okay. Let me see here. What else, technology-wise, could we make? We don't need to upgrade our tools. We barely use the ones we've got. Stonecutter is easy enough to get credit for. I'm not worried. To get the XP stuff for. I'm not too worried about that. Same with smithing. So, yeah, let's actually do that. Let's go ahead and grab both of these guys. We'll grab hard spares and soft spares. And now we can, look at this, extract all of this stuff from the body. We're going to take the skull so we can give it to the astrologer next time we see him. And we're going to take the skin. And really, we can just take everything. It's going to hurt our rating for sure, as you can see, as this is just a really bad body at this point. But you'll see what we can do about a lot of this later. So let's just empty this body. We'll build the bridge the next day, for crying out loud, if we must. And the one thing, too, is we don't have enough energy to actually bury this body right now. So you might say, well, what are you going to do about that? Rather simple. We'll leave the body in the morgue. The body deteriorates a lot more slowly, I believe, if it's left literally there. So, again, it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't, take it with you, if you don't leave it outside, it should recover nicely. We'll leave all this stuff in there, except the meat we'll put over here. And then we'll go and deal with the body, as we are now at the next Sunday. So we'll see His Holiness. And I think our goal will be to kind of get the property up to snuff. The graveyard specifically. Because I don't, unless you focus exclusively on fixing that graveyard, I highly doubt you can get it up to snuff prior to, this moment. So let's go ahead and grab the body that we've literally obliterated. It's a very, very poor body. So it's a minus 12. This is going to probably make it worse. But again, we can fix a lot of this. I believe we'll be able to anyway later. So there we go. Let's bury this body down here. It stays a minus 2. Whoop-de-doo. Let's leave. Right, let's build that bridge. Not that we need the iron right away, but let's build it. So we know that it's built. And we'll start building some of the repair kits for the as well for the graveyard. The other thing too is if we need, can't extract any of that. There's no reason for us to. This was the most important thing here. Berry bush. We could use that. And the stone cutting. Okay. So I'm not going to worry about the green right now. Getting green XP. We need red XP. But these vines here all count for green. And you can see they're all over this area. So if you need green XP, that's the easiest way to get it. Early on. Okay. So let us head all the way north. And what do we need here? So we have the materials to make one of these. So let's make one, because we probably only really need one. Because 2 would give us leftovers, to which I don't think we'll need it. We need to make crosses. We need to make the barriers. We may even just tear down these wooden ones, but we'll worry about that later. But let's fix these graves first. And actually, we'll be probably able to fix the stone ones soon as well, so let's not worry about that completely until we're actually there to worry about it. Okay, so we run into that. So let's, and that takes a single, so actually we'll make another one. Because that'll be that, and we'll, oh, and that one there, so that's going to be 4 right there. Alright, so let's make one more kit. Need more flitch. Alright, we're out of pretty much the energy needed to repair it, so let's go back here. And we'll do some more repair work. We might also want to start looking at what we can do to kind of upgrade the rest of the area. We also need to check out our stonecutter. We should be able to afford it now. And then we should start looking into making stone repair kits if we can, to fix the stone stuff. Probably only need 1 kit of that, or 2. So stoneworking, stone cutter. So we need some nails, which we can easily make. So let's go ahead. So what do we need for the clay? Do we have the means of gathering clay? There's moths. So we need to get to beekeeping before we can get to the moths. I don't think we have the means to gather clay yet. So we'll have to figure out why we don't have access to this. So we can't really build... Oh god, am I stuck? I can't believe I'm actually stuck, guys. We are stuck. Well, let's exit to main menu. We actually got stuck. That's funny. Which means we have to kind of relocate the stone piece. How far back did they put us? Stoneworking. Okay, they didn't put us back that far. Oh god, that's embarrassing. Idiot. Okay, so we need fletch and nails. Okay, it's actually I think the day before, but whatever. We need fletch and nails. So more nails. So fletch. I keep saying fletch. I don't know why. Okay, we got stuck, so let's put it over here instead. Should not get stuck now. So as I said earlier, we don't have the means to make this because we don't know how to get clay. We can make stone gravestones though, which actually, instead of making the repair kit, we could replace the old gravestones. The wooden frame is the one thing we don't have the means to deal with, right? The stone frame. Yeah, the stone fence we can't make yet. So the best we could do is put a gravestone. I don't see the point in that. So we'll wait to see if we can repair it and make the repair kits later. Okay, let's go back to the graveyard. We'll make the repairs as we need to and as we can. Okay. Okie dokie. So now we need frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for sure. And then maybe 7, 8. So technically we would need 8 of these frames if we wanted to replace the stone ones, which would help our rating. So let's say 6 for now. I call them frames. I know they're fences. I can't help it. It's just that's what it makes me think of right away. Let's see. So 6 of these. Actually, no reason for us to carry any of this. We're gonna power through this stuff. May as well rest because we're gonna need to make a whole bunch of frames. And if a body shows up, we don't have the stamina to deal with it. 100%. Okay. Okay, so we made quite a bit of the frames here, or the fences. So we have a pretty good idea of that. Now, how many crosses do we need? We're not going to use the signposts. We're going to rip those out and replace them with these wooden fellers. Let's go ahead and actually put them in here. And we'll put all of this in there. Okay, so how many do we need? If we're going to remove the stones and put crosses in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 8. Okay, that makes that simple. So we need 8 of the crosses, which means we need 8 more flitch, which I don't know if we've got or not. I doubt it. And then we'll probably need 8 nails. Yeah, so we only got 6 nails, so we need some more flitch and some more nails. Need another log. So let's just go ahead and do that. Wait till the next day here. All right. Let's finish what we were doing here. Nails. Flitch. How many do I need here? I need 8, so I need 7 of these. Let's start by working on the ones that have nothing on them, because it takes energy to remove the old stuff, and we only have half a thing of energy, so I'd rather not waste energy on something we don't directly have to deal with. Now, to be fair, I did not make the crosses, which I should have done, but let's put these gray fences up. We're already down here. You can already see we're about to get to the 0 here. Nice. Let us go ahead and use the rest of our energy to remove the damaged stuff. Got it. Alright, we're out of energy for the most part. So that's mostly squared away for fencing. But we still have more fencing to do. But with a full thing of energy, we should be able to knock the rest of this out. Other than that, I need to make the crosses before I forget. We can break that stuff down. Alright. So we'll rest. Like I said, we will have the graveyard ready by the next Sunday, which will be good. Which will get us into the next big stage of the game, and then from there it's kind of going to be mostly trial and error. Alright, let's grab that. Let us produce some of these. So after this is made, we're probably going to have to rest again. You see, we're getting a lot of red because we're doing a lot of crafting. We're not getting a lot of green. So what we'll probably do to offset the lack of green XP is to literally go and dig up those vines we saw in the graveyard. And then we also need to make a trip to town to cash in our burial certificates as well. Alrighty. Now, we're out of ore, so that's something to keep in mind. We have... Oh, no, we're not. We're not out of ore. We're out of wood to burn. Okay, we'll worry about that a little later. Right now, we don't need more ore, so there's no point in worrying about it at this exact moment. We need to do a tree run. Some serious logging. So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll get rid of the bad stuff that's here. Put these in, and look at that. Already we're going to meet our goal. It's not perfect, far from it. But mostly there. As we now have met the requirement by the church. There we go. That is a graveyard of 12. Put that in there because it can be reused. And then let's go over here and deal with this stuff. Which I might have to repair our shovel before we can even clear all this out, which is another problem. Yep, okay. Let's go repair the shovel. We'll put the stone stuff away because at some point we need to tear that down. It'll give us some free stone back. At the cost of energy. There we go. Oops. Running out of that energy, don't we? Ugh, but like I said, we'll dig up the green ivy stuff that's kind of overtaken the graveyard. We're also going to put our skull on us because literally it's getting close to when we need to turn the skull into the astrologer. Or astronomer, whatever. Astrologist. So let's carry the skull on us. And that battery we literally tore apart. And we'll figure out what we want to spend it on. Look at that graveyard, though. Isn't it nice? It's not uniform. It's not near being good, but it's a good start. Look at all that green, baby. We should be able to get a couple of upgrades after this. We need to be very peculiar with what we, or very selective with what we pick here. Because, again, if we pick something that isn't directly useful, it could hinder us, or hinder our ability to progress. Just ever so slightly. But we do have a lot now to choose from through technology, so we don't have the means to mess with any of this. This stuff, not so much. I mean, yeah, we could grab that too, but we're not going to worry about that yet. It's pretty pricey when there's better technology we need. We can consider this, but we don't have access to the blue currency, so again, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's grab tools, so we can upgrade our tools. We don't need complex parts yet. But as you can see, we can't expand anywhere in here either. So it kind of leaves us with either glass or this. And technically we could do both. So we'll grab this anvil anyway. We'll grab the glass as well. That caps us out here except up here. So we can still eventually get this weapon upgrade, but we're not ready for that yet. We can unlock these two guys. They're relatively cheap. And I guess we'll unlock this. That way we can, important parts, we can salvage from a body as well. here? Crematorium that we can't do anything with right now. Okay. So the graveyard is relatively prepared, or as prepared as it's going to be for now. What we need to do is look at building the anvil. And I believe the anvil will replace the wooden one, but we need the materials to do it before we dick around with it too much. So let's look at the anvil here. Alright, anvil is just takes straight up iron. Let's remove that guy. So I don't think you need the wood anvil and the anvil. I believe it's really just an upgraded version of that. And look at that, we get metal scrap for it. We get some stuff back. So let's now build the regular anvil, which requires no building of any kind. And see, we can build all the same stuff. And we actually can build more. So yeah, that's my stance on that. Now we can build better axes, shovels, and pickaxes. We need more iron parts though. So let's go to iron parts and let's make 8. And then we will, upon the morrow, make these 3 items. And we will store the old ones. Because there is one other element to the game we haven't addressed yet. Which is the blue currency, which I will explain how we start getting that going. Which is a process in and of itself, too. So, you notice except for the red currency so far, getting the other currency is a little more hands-on. And you have to kind of know how to go about getting it. Same with the blue currency. You kind of have to know how to go about getting it, which is an issue in and of itself. So we're going to go ahead and make an iron axe, a shovel, and a pickaxe. Okay, and these will replace our old ones, like so. Okay, we have enough, we just need a little bit more green, which we will make an effort to equisize here. And we can also do this other element, which is to go up here. And I believe, yes, we needed 5 honeys, I think. And you can see there's some bees hanging from here. Now, they'll hurt us, but we'll get some honey. I need some stone. I guess we can't dig that up. Okay. Let's find another... We can do this once a day. So that's 2. Okay, we can make this stuff and get a path through here, but we can't do it right now. Here we go. We can even upgrade our weapons now. Yay! So let's head back down here. And really, our next big set of events are up on the next 2 days here. We need wood. Like, really badly, too. Those trees haven't grown back yet. And we're gonna need stone. Now, when we were up in the northern area, we saw like an off-colored wall of rock. That's actually a kind of a mining or quarry. And we could actually go there to get lengths of rock. Literally, we could get like rock logs, so to speak. But right now, there's no need for us to acquisize that kind of stone yet. We don't need that much stone right now, on average. So there's no reason for us to waste our time stocking up stone until we actually have a more massive use for that stone. So that's my point with that. And as far as the sword and the armor is concerned, we need to make complex parts, and we need hemp rope. Which the hemp rope we can buy, so we could buy that from the dude who wanted the honey. So we can pick some of that up at the astrologers on our way over there. And then we can make complex parts, I believe. The armor is going to be a little trickier, but I'm not worried about the armor anyway, so not right now. It's like, what are we worried about? Bat? The occasional bat or slime? Yeah, I'm not worried about that. They're not a threat to us unarmed people. But yeah, we need skin, which we have one piece of skin, but not too many others. So we need 2 ropes and 4 complex parts. So let's do boom. And there's the complex parts we need for the sword. Alright, let's go get some more wood. Is trees grown yet? 1 did. 2 did. Alright. We'll replenish our wood supply pretty heartily here. And it is already the next day, so we need to go to the astrologer. Whoa. Big log. A big tree. So surprisingly, that axe gave us access to that slightly bigger tree. And what we'll do too is we'll make some wood so we can chop the wood down, right? And start making the rest of our iron ingots out of our iron ore. That should be the next phase of what we do. We're gonna, on our way over, we're gonna also grab some flowers. Which really I could grab on the way back. But whatever. And we're gonna grab 2 hemp rope and turn in our current burial certificates. I have a feeling that burial certificates are attached to why we're not getting bodies as often, but that's fine. We want to kind of stagger the bodies coming in. It gave us time to fix up the farm, to fix up the graveyard. It gave us time to kind of prepare a whole bunch of better equipment for us, which I'm going to store our old equipment, and I'll explain why that is later. And so it gave us a lot of accessibility rather, to do other things. So, because if bodies kept coming in, we'd have to literally stop what we're doing, dissect and bury the body, and then create like a nice thing for the body. So that takes time and energy. That's going to eat up half of our energy a day to do that. So it just, to me, makes more sense to not worry about it. The bodies, because the money we get right now is somewhat useful, but not necessarily the end all here. So we bring a skull to him, not terribly clean, but every bone is in its place. Seems you have a talent for anatomy. Human body is so mysterious, perhaps even more than the sun and the stars. I believe one day you'll learn much about the human body and the soul, and then you will find yourself absolutely lost. Now, as we are now partners in crime, what is it you want from me, my curious friend? I need your help. I need to open... A friend told me that you might know how to activate the portal on Witch Hill. I've never heard about it. Maybe not exactly never, but at least not for many years. In another life, I had a friend. By the way, he was a graveyard keeper like you, and he was mad about this portal. It's amazing how much he knew about this portal. So what's the portal? I think he found a way to activate it. It's something magical, so I don't remember. But it should be in his diary. Just before his disappearance, he gave me this key. It opens a metal gate in the northern part of the church cellar. Somewhere in there is where he kept his most important notes. Why didn't you take these notes? Oh, I tried, but there's a secret to this key. I tried it for months to figure out how it works. Maybe it's just in my mind, and the key opens nothing. Anyway, you can take it. Try to learn how the key works at the study table in the church cellar. If you have his diary, bring it to me, and I'll try to find some information about the portal. Okay. Was his name Gary?
Actually, I don't know his name. We used to always call him by his nickname, Keeper.
What happened to him?
He just disappeared, hasn't been seen or heard from since. I tried to find him, but nobody knew him. I even started thinking he was just a figment of my imagination. It was a hard time for me.
Okay, so we need to get him this diary. I need ink and paper.
I actually have a lot of useful things. Some of it may be useful for a beginning scientist such as yourself. I can't stand those chumps at the university. I'd rather earn a little extra coin elsewhere.
So we can buy ink and paper. But we need lots of paper, and that's really just one paper, I think. Yeah, for a silver. That's pretty pricey. But what did our friend need? Let's see. 10 paper and 1 ink. Let's buy 1 ink. Okay. We can't help him for a little while, so we're not going to bother with him. Alright, now let's go buy our 2 hemp rope and turn in our money at the inn, and we'll turn the ink in as well, so we're not sitting on that fucking thing of ink unnecessarily.
Hey buddy, how's it going?
Let's trade for 2 of those. We don't have the honey to give him yet, so there's no point in worrying about that. As we will head all the way over here. And let's give him the ink. And we need to give him the paper a little later. That paid for the ink. And then everything else is standard. Alright. Let's get out of here. And with the rest of our energy, I have a feeling we are going to... I don't know. I guess we could make enough fire to cook the rest of the ore down to ingots. And we should probably, if we have the energy, which we probably won't, but we should start prepping more stuff for the graveyard with the little extra energy that we have. No point in sitting on it, because the Sunday that's coming up is going to be big. It's going to be real big. So we want to make sure that we have full energy, that the graveyard's up to date in case something shows up, and yada yada yada. Okay, again, let's also empty some of this. We don't need some of this stuff on us. Okay. We'll make this while we're here. Like I said, we were going to preemptive stuff, but now it's not an option. Because we just burned through all of it. Okay. Let's put this way. Alright, and let's make another day out of it. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/DarkTurret for more live gaming action. And when we come back, we've got a huge, huge day ahead of us, as we are probably going to turn in what the bishop wanted, and hopefully we get access to a bunch more stuff. So thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll see you guys next time.